The Quakers look for their first win of the season at the third time of asking. The visitors this afternoon, Kettering Town. 3 changes for the home side. Luke Trotman and Jamie Holmes miss out through injury, and Omar Holness drops to the bench as Jordan Watson, Asagi Bascom and Tyrone O'Neill come in for their first league starts. For the visitors, it's 4 changes. Gary Storer, Marcus Kelly, Luke Graham and Brett Solcon coming in for Yavan Vidal, Sam Cartwright, James Brighton and Joel Carter. By Kelly, I think. And this time the throw in intercepted before it could get to Rivers a second time. O'Neill wins the ball, gets brought down. Another chance for Darlington to deliver one from the right hand side. Just getting used to all the new faces.
What is it, 6 or 7 new signings this year?
You look at the team sheet from the last game of last season, I think 2 of the names on that 16 are in the 16 today, or 3 if you count Joe Wheatley on the bench. So chance to deliver from the right hand side, comes in, it's dropping, Galbraith's there, it's off the post! Drops loose and cleared. Bascom plays it back into space. Thompson's had to come a long way back to retrieve that, but retrieve it he has. Immediately cleared out by Untee, so Hatfield has to keep going himself when he would probably have preferred the layoff. Plays it back to Thompson now, but his touch is a little loose. Thompson keeps it in play, catches Richens in the process. The Kettering captain just down for a second, now back up and hobbling. Little and easily. A couple of players just getting caught there in possession, but referee happy to let play continue as Bascom plays it forward to Rivers. He turns, rides 1 tackle and then turns inside. Twisting, turning, rides 3 or 4 tackles, eventually gets brought down by a combination of Lyndon Michael and Connor Kennedy, and Darlington with another free kick. Bright opening few minutes this, Karl.
Brilliant work from Jared Rivers there on the right hand side. He has been causing Kettering a lot of problems. I think it was him who delivered that the ball into the box there, which hit the post. Good opportunity there for Darlo. Let's hope they can create another one.
So another free kick on the right hand corner as we look at it. Sort of lays it off to Galbraith with his touch. Not sure whether he was trying to control that or just cushion it across to his central defensive partner. Either way, the ball finds its way back to Elliott. He plays one long over the top. Campbell's in, over the top. Brings the ball down, lays it to Thompson. He lays it across to Hatfield. He lays it back to Thompson. Thompson curling one just over the top. That was a beautiful little move. And the Darlo goal, who takes a second and then just rolls it back out to Darlington's number 5. He pings one over the top for the run of Rivers, but it's nodded away before it can reach him. Comes back to O'Neill, nice little touch on the chest and then flicks it back over his own head, turns and makes off after the ball. And Kettering captain Richens has to stop him illegally in the opinion of the referee. Ball over the top, Thompson's in, here is he. Couldn't quite get onto it, Storer clears, but that's not the greatest clearance. The ball's run loose across the area.
Oh!
I think it was Campbell with the shot. Just wide from just about on the penalty spot.
Campbell seemed to be hinting there that it might have taken a deflection. Lovely turn there though to try and get that shot away.
I was wondering, that had all unfolded very quickly, almost too quickly for me to keep up with, as the ball just spilled across the penalty area. And it's another chance. Darlington couldn't quite, the ball dropping loose to the edge of the area from that throw in, and Daniel Untee had an effort. It was blocked. Thompson nodding that one on, helping it on to Campbell. Ball runs loose. Several players in there after it. Thompson's got it on the edge of the area. He's brought down as he tries to shoot. Oh, how many times over the past few years have we seen Stephen Thompson rise to win a ball he has absolutely no right to even be contesting against a player who looks to be about a foot taller than him. And he did it again there. And then Campbell got the ball back to him, and just as he's about to pull the trigger, he gets his legs pulled out from under him and wins a free kick about 20-21 yards out, pretty central near the edge of the D. He stood over it himself. Kettering line up a 5-man wall. Some doubt over the distance the wall is away from the free kick. Thompson dummy, takes it, scores! Superb free kick from Stephen Thompson, his first of the season, as he closes in on the all-time target, and he's given Darlington the lead in absolute style.
And a very deserved lead as well. What a fantastic goal there from Stephen Thompson. Curled it in, right-footed, nothing that the goalkeeper could do about it. Darlo have been the better of the two teams in this first half and showing why there.
18 minutes in, it's Darlington 1, Kettering 0. Stephen Thompson wins the free kick. Stephen Thompson takes the free kick. Stephen Thompson scores the free kick.
It's been coming.
Absolutely the start and the scoreline that Darlington deserve at this point. Lang takes a touch, hits it forward left-footed, makes it just into the Kettering half before Richens intercepts, and Kettering with the ball now. Richens again, out to the right-hand side, where Daniel and T will collect. Thompson's going to keep him company. Jordan Watson's there as backup. Thompson all over the back of T, brings him down.
Daniel N.T.'s been the most dangerous man for Kettering so far. He has caused some issues on that right-hand side. I'm curious to see how Kettering handle going behind, because they seem very nervous to commit too many men forward, but now that they're chasing the game, we might see them get a bit more aggressive.
Free kick delivered by Kelly, nodded in, good save that by Elliott, ball's bouncing around, cleared. I think it's Galbraith who gets the touch to clear the area, and Kettering will come again. Richens lofting one up to the edge of the area, ball drops loose, and Lang just hoofs it clear into the Kettering half. Touch from Storer. Thompson happy to let that run past him, and Darlington can have a throw in and a breather, because that was the first threat that Kettering have produced in this game. Chris Elliott down to his left very quickly, equal to it. Ball dropped into the danger area though and bobbled about a bit before eventually Darlington could get their lines clear. Bascom out to the right hand side for Rivers, just keeps the ball in. Now he's turned and facing the right way if you're a Darlington supporter, plays it back to Bascom. Bascom evades Solcombe, plays it forward. Hatfield with the ball now, cutting inside, plays it through for Thompson. Thompson's in here, saved. Tried to go low to the keeper's right, White sticks out a leg and deflects it away. And then as Kettering look to break, Watson brings down Daniel and T, and rather soft free kick in my opinion. But not only, there was the occasional flash of inspiration from the players last season when they put together a decent move or two, but this season you expect you're going to see it sort of as a regular. And as we're talking about that, slightly hairy moment from, I think it was Lewis Lang there. Kettering corner, could have been worse.
A lot worse.
So Kettering corner over on there, as they see it, the left-hand side, far side as we watch it here. And it comes out swinger, nodded away by Galbraith to the edge of the area. Michaels picked it up, had a shot, and that's just Hamsley into the fans gathered in the tin shed. Half-time looms, and I think, barring any catastrophes in the next 4 minutes, the home side can be very happy with their opening 45, Karl.
It's been a very good performance from them so far, especially in the centre of midfield. I think they've been winning that midfield battle and stuff like that. One-on-one here.
Here comes O'Neill now, playing it through for Campbell. Campbell lays it across to Rivers. Rivers shoots, rolls it just wide. And the ball finds its way back to Terry Galbraith, and he plays it back to Chris Elliott. Nice ball up the right hand side, collected by Rivers. Rivers gets a little shove in the back off Lyndon Michael as he breaks forward, and the referee brings the play back. I think he would have played the advantage if it had gone to a Darlington player, but it didn't. And what we instead have is a free kick just inside the Darlington half, taken quickly by Bascom out to the left hand side, where Thompson's raced to collect it, keeps it in. Good ball that by Asagi Bascom from the free kick. Thompson takes it to the byline, cuts inside, lays it across, little touch, and that's a beautiful goal. And what a start to the second half. I think it's Jarrett Rivers just running onto Thompson's cut across the area with a cheeky little back flick, and immediately within a minute of the second half starting, Darlington have doubled their lead, and once again it's in style.
It's a fantastic goal as well. I did wonder how the wind could possibly help Darlo in the second half, and we saw it there. Beautiful ball there, managed to pick out Thompson on the left hand side, he plays it in, and a beautiful move from Rivers.
The quick free kick from Bascom, the control by Thompson, cuts inside a player, makes it to the byline, flicks one across the box, and Jarrett Rivers is just there, 2 yards out. Even finishing the way he did with a little back heel, he couldn't miss. Darlington 2, Kettering 0. got a free kick to deal with first, though. Swings in, loops up in the air, nodded back. Still not cleared by Darlington, but they've got it away now. O'Neill's picked up a knock though, and the ball's run loose to the left hand side. Elliot Hodge cuts inside, plays it across left footed, nodded back across by Graham, and then Lang with time. Takes a touch under pressure from O'Connor, manages to play one out onto the right hand side, and again the wind carries it through to Jarrett Rivers. Rivers with the step overs against Kelly. Rivers gets past Kelly, Rivers shoots. Ball drops loose in the area, not the cleanest save by White, but his defenders are there to... Liddell plays it to Rivers. Rivers coming up the right hand side now. Tries to play it inside, but Kennedy cuts it out. Ball drops loose for Rivers. In his second attempt he finds Bascom. Bascom out to the left hand side looking for Thompson. Thompson in a race with Storer. Thompson wins the race, flicks it over Storer. Plays it into the middle. O'Neill's had to turn and go after that, has he? Still got it. Back to the edge of the area, Rivers on his left foot, and then plays it inside for Campbell, charging in, and from the penalty spot Campbell fires just over. Just checking, and plays it forward to Bascom, Bascom to Thompson, Thompson inside for Campbell. Campbell takes a touch, and look who's in acres of space again. Haven't had to say it for a few minutes, but Jarrett Rivers picks the ball up, immediately cuts inside, goes round one tackle, and then just tries to play the ball across the area where it's intercepted by Scars, who needed a couple of touches just to get it out from under his feet. And Darlington can come again. It's Will Hatfield this time. Campbell just coming back to make himself available. Campbell's played in Hatfield. Hatfield's in here. Brought down by Scars. That's got to be a penalty. It is. And Joe Scars goes in the book for good measure. Absolutely no question.
No question about that. Will Hatfield, he had been quite quiet throughout the second half, but making a big impact there, bursting into the box there. Joe Scars trips him. No hesitation from the referee. Deserved penalty.
Stephen Thompson takes it, scores! Stephen Thompson makes it 3-0 Darlington from the penalty spot. He is deadly from dead balls.
A well-taken penalty. Goalkeeper goes right, Thompson goes left. Well-taken strike, makes no mistake from 18 yards out.
Darlington's goal, scored by number 10.
3 goals, 3 points you have to think now. With about 15 minutes to go, there can't be a way back into this for Kettering now, surely. As Stephen Thompson moves to 96. 4 to go. Hodge just gets enough on it. Back to Kelly. Kelly to Scars. Rivers is chasing that one down. Ball's loose. Hatfield collects. Campbell back to Donowa. Donowa having a shot now. Elliott has to get down to save that. Thompson's racing in for the rebound, but Storer gets to it ahead of him. His clearance takes a deflection off Thompson, who then collects the clearance. Thompson turns and has another shot. Hatfield letting fly now. And Elliott gets that. Sorry, not Elliott. White gets down to tip that one round. Just continues to tell. To Bascom. Bascom out to the left-hand side. Bit of room now for Watson to run into, and he's using it. Plays it inside for Donowa. Donowa takes the touch, has a shot, and Paul White pushes it away again. Kettering come forward, but again Darlington defence standing firm. Bit of space for O'Connor now. Made back to Michael, but Holness gets there ahead of him and then gets a foot in to help it on its way. Ball runs loose for O'Connor. Now Hodge gets in across right footed. Almost falls to Daniel Lunty, and as Brett Solcon slides in and puts it over the bar, the referee decides enough's enough, blows the final whistle, and Darlington have their first win of the season.
And a very impressive one at that as well. I think they've been the better team throughout the 90 minutes. Stephen Thompson, two goals and an assist. Can't fault his performance. I think Darlington, brilliant, and a much deserved win, but also a much needed win as well.
Indeed. Lost the first game, drew the second game, won the third. Stephen Thompson, the architect,